I want y'all to prepare yourselves for this one. This woman said ICE kidnapped her in broad daylight, no badge, no warning, and no food. The media obviously ran with it. Politicians amplified it. But what if I told you it was all stage? A lie. And while the country rallied behind this lie, another woman was following ICE agents from city to city, filming them, confronting them until they finally turned around. This isn't about immigration anymore. It's about who's lying and who's getting away with it.
The Department of Justice has filed criminal charges against a South LA woman saying she staged a fake immigration kidnapping. Uriana Julie Calderon is facing charges of conspiracy and making false statements to federal officers. Last month, the local activist said she was taken from a South LA parking lot by so-called bounty hunters and into federal custody.
Wow.
She also claimed she was held at a facility near the border where she was urged to self-deport. Homeland Security called this case a hoax and say they found her on July 5th at a shopping center in Bakersfield. They also say phone records and surveillance video proves her story is not true. She is currently in custody, awaiting her first court appearance.
Yeah, Uriana Calderon. This woman claimed ICE abducted her, threw her in a van, and starved her. And I'm sure KTLA, the same network that's reporting this, ran that headline too. And Karen Bass called this a state-sponsored kidnapping. But then the receipts came in. She never actually left Bakersfield. Phone records actually exposed that lie. It wasn't a raid. It was a rollout. A hoax. Built for sympathy, clicks, and cash. How many victims, fake victims that is, get louder microphones than the real ones? And the crazy part is, this was just the first lie.
Aren't you tired of getting these spam calls and text messages? Do you even know why you're getting them in the first place? No worries, I'll explain. You see, these big tech companies, they are not doing a good job of protecting our data, keeping it safe at all. Like, they're not even trying, literally. Recently, Ticketmaster was hacked and over 500 million users' data was put up for sale on the dark web. And the reason they didn't inform you about this is because, according to them, this doesn't have a material impact on our company. So yeah, the stolen data, it includes full names, addresses, email addresses, your credit card info, and basically that makes them you. And in that case, you would want it to be spam instead of fraud, I'm telling you. And this is why I have to bring to your attention today, the sponsor of this video, Aura.com. You see, Aura.com alerts me anytime my data is breached, giving me fast fraud alerts, and it removes my info from data broker websites to cut down on spam. And they also offer things like the VPN, transaction monitoring, antivirus protection. You also got parental controls and identity theft insurance, all in one affordable app, might I add. If my data was ever to be compromised again, I wouldn't even be in no type of worried state. You know why? Because I know Aura is in the background keeping me safe and protected, as well as your family for that matter. So in order to ensure that protection, please visit aura.com/kingdomreacts right now and get your first 2 weeks on us. And don't worry, I had a link available in the description for you.
Now, we know that she lied to be seen. Now, let's look at what happens when a system is used like a coupon book. Y'all see this? She was deported after racking up nearly $300K in debt, $95K in student loans, and $200K on credit cards. And as she boards the plane, she smirks. "Thank you, America," is the caption right here. Non-citizens aren't eligible for federal loans, right? Y'all educate me. But if that is the case, so I want to know, where did the debt come from? Fraud, loopholes, abuse? A debt like that won't get you deported. What will? And that's one person. Now multiply that by hundreds of thousands.
Multiple police officials and a businessman were arrested, accused of running an immigration fraud scheme.
Investigators say that scheme led to hundreds of foreign nationals illegally getting visas. News 2's Alexis Maroney breaks down how this case is unfolding.
Investigators say they don't want the public's trust to waver. Instead, they say the arrest should show their dedication to statewide transparency. Last summer, investigators started tracking what seemed like a high number of armed robberies.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Many of the victims listed were not from Louisiana.
In fact, the armed robberies never took place, and those listed in the applications were never victims of crime.
According to arrest documents, for 10 years, false police reports were being made by this group of police officials. Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle, Marshal Mike Slaney, Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon, and former Glenmora Police Chief Thibault Onischia.
99.9% of law enforcement is good. We do a great job. We go there and work every day. We get up. We do what we're supposed to do. For whatever reason, the lure of money or whatever it is that leads them to do the wrong thing, don't do it.
The fake reports were used by foreign nationals to apply for U visas, a type of visa reserved for victims of crimes. In this case, crimes that never happened.
False visas can facilitate illegal activities in the United States, including financial crime, crimes of violence, narcotics, human trafficking, etc.
The indictment says the owner of a Subway in Oakdale, Chandrakant Patel, paid the officers $5,000 for each false report.
We expect law enforcement officers to protect the public and to honor their trust, not to sell that trust and the honor of their badges for personal gain.
After collecting years of evidence, investigators made 2 arrests at the Crowne Plaza Hotel while they were attending a police chief's conference. The group is facing dozens of counts, including mail fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit visa fraud, and more charges are possible. Court dates for the individuals have not been set just yet, but I'm being told court appearances will happen in Alexandria. In the newsroom, Alexis Maroney, WBRZ News 2.
Now, we learned previously about the cops who were giving out those U visas and filing the fake reports. This is obviously adding on to that. We are meeting Chandrakant Patel, a Subway owner, a visa fraud architect, if you will. He paid dirty cops $5,000 each to file fake police reports. Said immigrants were crime victims. But they weren't. They weren't. But the visas got approved anyway. 3 police chiefs involved. 10 years of fraud. Yeah, man. The system was never broken. You can see right here, it was bought. How many illegals will hand protection while you got real victims out here being ignored? They silenced that story, but they couldn't silence this next one.
In the United States, I know most of you are probably from Mexico where you don't have the First Amendment, but that's something we have here where we have the right to freedom of speech. And I just wanted to say something too. It's true. You guys don't have a First Amendment. You don't have respect for civil liberties or rights. But that's okay. I'm speaking. Thank you. So anyways, the point I'd like to make here is a couple things. One, these people here are, passionately talking about ICE agents coming into their communities and you don't know their identities. Well, you know who we really don't know the identities of? Any of the illegal aliens who've been invading our country for the past 60 years. Yeah, how about when you see the farm worker, is that going to be like the same farm worker that murdered Molly Tibbetts? Yeah, how do you know when the Honduran fruit seller is out there? How do you know he didn't rape one of the many women who came up here? According to the Univision study done in 2015, 80% of women who come to this country are trafficked and raped. Think about that. How do we know they're not one of those rapists? How do we know they're not one of those rapists?
Excuse me.
So that's the first
Let him
thing.
talk.
That's the first thing. I think should be allowed to act with impunity. I think they should go to every Home Depot. I think they should go to every school, every quinceañera, and build the wall and deport every single one of these guys, because they don't make our country great. They make it worse. They bring it down. They use public services, and Americans are sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of it in our country. So let me say this, too. All
right, cool. Because he goes off to rant about a few other things. But this is Nick Torres. And he stood before the Costa Mesa City Council and dropped the truth. You don't know the name of the ICE agents. This is a perspective or a clapback. I'm like, dang, I wish I would have thought of that one. But yeah, he said you don't know the name of the ICE agents. We don't know the names of the illegals either. Meeting should have been adjourned right there because the truth obviously made them uncomfortable. Since when is calling law enforcement? Since when is calling for law enforcement protection controversial? It shouldn't be. And how long can we pretend that silence is strength? Now, that was fire. Now, here's the piece they never promote.
Okay. Hey, babe. Check your phone.
What happened?
Check your phone.
Hey, my love. Check my phone.
Check the text message I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything.
No? You sure?
I don't have any messages.
For me?
Oh, apenas. No way. Oh. Oh.
This is Juan, a legal immigrant now. Father. 3 years of waiting for his waiver to be approved, and then one text changed everything. Obviously, you see him pretty emotional when his daughter's standing next to him smiling. No protests, no complaints. He just earned relief. Yeah, man. I'm glad she got this on camera. He followed the law. Now, let's look at what happens when the law is finally enforced. This right here is downtown L.A. ICE moves in, detains dozens. And, of course, we got online reactions flooding in from streets are safer, lower taxes, and finally. And I'm sure y'all know critics are continuing to call this cruelty, even when it's clean, calm, and by the book. Even if Obama did it. I don't know, man. I don't know why we make law enforcement the enemy. Why are we so ashamed of order in this era? They want ICE gone, but when ICE shows up, there's always something else. I'm going to warn you, I'm going to have to pause this. Play by play, you've seen him open that door, that leg hit the ground, his right arm went to his hip. You know what he's going for. Mask on the face. He's over here being followed. Now, he has a taser, actually. This is a taser, not a gun, YouTube. Maybe I can see y'all. Let him get to it a little, you know what I mean? Play by play. He ain't up it on her, it's nothing in the video, but let's just get to here.
Get your hand! Turn open the window right now! Open the window! Virginia, you know who you are. Open the window.
If you know who I am, then why the fuck are you telling me to open the window? And why the hell are you fucking pointing a fucking taser at me if you know who I am?
Because they know who you are.
Okay, and you guys follow everyone. Everyone. You guys stalk people all the fucking time.
Oh, wow. So that's the reasoning. You stalk people all the time, so I'm going to stalk you. You know exactly who I am, so why should I roll the window? What is the reason, the logic? Yeah, I ain't mad. I stopped. He hopped out that car. He said, hey, look, man, why you? And you got to understand from the ICE agent's point of view, too. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you have. I don't know what you're capable of. I just see somebody telling me. And you're telling me for doing my job. Now, if I do my job and arrest you, she says they're retaliating in a negative way. I feel like this is definitely on point. For her filming it, I'm sure her social media reads something like she's a hero, she's a victim, a journalist. This makes no sense. Let's go ahead and continue this fiasco.
They're gonna arrest you for no reason. I have it on video. Everything's on video. He didn't do anything. There's your local ICE agent in that Dodge Durango in the Oregon license plate. Hi. I'm doing fine. I'm not doing anything. 100%. He knows who I am. They know who I am too. They can give you my. They're gonna arrest you for no reason.
Oh, wow. So apparently these are weeks of footage. Same woman telling ICE agents, filming them at job sites and neighborhoods. Look, man, in a moment, they turn around. Boop. Mm-hmm. Look, man, some law to stay, some law to get in, some law just to go viral. But the truth, it doesn't scream. It waits. It builds. It lands with receipts. Just like ICE did. Just like Juan did. Just like Team Think always does. We don't chase clout, we chase truth. And it always shows up in the second half of the video. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.